Hello everyone, thanks for watching To a Level here with another game pickups video. So, yeah, got a few, kind of items here. They're all like PlayStation stuff, but yeah, some cool pickups. I probably won't do another pickups probably until like January or something because for Black Friday I'm only looking at about 3 or 4 games that I'm keeping an eye on to possibly buy if they go cheap enough, right? Like even if they're on sale but they're still like $50, I probably won't buy it, right? So yeah, and have to see for Boxing Day and all that, but I don't imagine I'm going to get too many pickups from now on. I want to actually beat a few games that I need to really beat, so yeah, I want to do that before I get any more. So let's begin, and let's start with the one that's not a video game, and that's The Disastrous Life of Saiki K 24 episodes. So yeah, this is a fantastic anime. If you're new to anime, want something to try and get into anime, this is a really great comedy series, where the main character is Kusuo Saiki, who has psychic powers, but he hates having them. Everything is just an annoyance to him. He's so relatable. The characters so great of Nendo, Kaido, Teruhashi, Hiro, yeah, just so good. Now there is like a second season or something like that on Netflix. I haven't seen it. I don't have Netflix anymore. And yeah, I can't really show kind of footage of this, but yeah, if you want something, if you're new to anime, this is a really funny series, one of my favorite animes now, and yeah, this cost me, I think, like $30 or something, so not bad. Now for PS1 games, so start with the Granstream Saga. So I saw this for very cheap and never heard of it, so thought I'd take a chance, and yeah, it's a pretty solid kind of action RPG. Not too far into it, I haven't dove that much, other things I want to play, as the only sort of voice acting in this game are the anime cutscenes. This has been done a few times with some PS1 games, where the one I think of right away would be Xenogears. I almost said Xenosaga, but that's kind of the successor to Xenogears, but yeah, pretty solid game and super cheap, and a lot of that is because the manual is a little ripped. Yeah, you can kind of see that it's not in the greatest condition, but yeah, that's kind of why it was pretty cheap. So yeah, not bad pickup. Then we have Wildnine. So this one again was pretty cheap because the back, yeah, is pretty cracked here. So again, not too bad. Like, it's functional and everything, right? And the manual's in pretty good condition. But yeah, this is a really fun kind of action semi-platformer and all that, made by the creators of Earthworm Jim, and you definitely get that Earthworm Jim vibe with it, and yeah, just quite a bit of fun and all that, and it's a game you can buy for pretty cheap, so I definitely recommend Wildnine. So next is a game I completely forgot about. I just came across it on site for PS1, and it's actually one of my first PS1 games I've ever played, so, you know, definitely a lot of nostalgic with it, and yeah, I'm glad I found it because I completely forgot about this game and its tiny tank. So, yeah, once again, you know, complete, which, yeah, I guess you would already know since you can see the front, but anyways, this is a pretty solid action game. It definitely tries too hard with the humor and all that. It's almost like it's trying to be a more censored version of Conker's Bad Fur Day or something like that, you know, just has this kind of tank with an attitude and, you know, but it's still a lot of fun and, yeah, very, very solid, so very happy I found that, again, very, very cheap.
It's cute. It's cute.
A cute killing machine? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I got an 80mm cannon for a nose.
We will make this world an oxygen-free space. The atmosphere will be gone, and oxidation will no longer ruin our smooth, shiny surfaces. That is my promise. I am Newtag. Calls after this.
What's this unsightly button? Oh, rust.
Your machine in an organic environment, rust happens, but it doesn't have to happen. Now there's rust away.
Now, I'm trying to collect for PS3 a lot, so I got, you know, PS3 games I already have on the 360, ones that I can play on Series X, but I wanted to get these because, again, very cheap. I don't have a whole lot of PS3 games that I'm trying to add to the collection now, so start with the Bethesda one. So we have Fallout 3 Game of the Year along with New Vegas Ultimate Edition, so yeah, just so Fallout 3, and then New Vegas. So yeah, everything's embedded, like all the DLC's embedded on the disc, which is very nice. Now, I don't really plan on playing these, you know, unless I'm going for all the trophies or something, if I'm kind of in the mood for that, but yeah, I probably won't play these because Bethesda games especially do not perform well on the PS3. There's been many issues, like I know there's a lot of issues with Fallout 3, I'm not sure about New Vegas, but considering the bugs that New Vegas had, I'm sure there's issues with that too, but, you know, again, very cheap, very cool to get. And then a couple Rockstar ones, so yeah, Grand Theft Auto 4, kind of, you know, along with the episodes of Liberty City and Red Dead Redemption Game of the Year, so once again, yeah, we have this. So again, everything for Grand Theft Auto 4 is on the disc, all the DLC and all that, and same with Red Dead, which, yeah, has the map also. So yeah, now these ones I might actually replay because, you know, I did say I wanted to kind of revisit Grand Theft Auto 4 at some point, and playing it on the PS3 might be better than trying to play on the Series X. And I say that only because PS3 would give me a more accurate kind of representation, wow, I can't say that, of what I originally played when the game came out, but yeah, and Red Dead Redemption, you know, still a fantastic game, so I may revisit those, I may revisit them on PS3, you know, but we'll see, I might, but it's kind of hard to resist when you can play them better on Series X. So yeah, you know, couple, like a few different PS3 games I already own, but, you know, still super happy to have them, and again, very cheap, and it's cool that everything is on the disc. And then the final one I rebought, but this one I haven't played for years, and the PS3 version has a few extra features like extra cutscenes or think an extra dungeon or two and all that, and I love this game. I'm so glad to revisit it. It's Eternal Sonata, so yeah, once again, even have the old person's EV Games receipt in here, which I won't really show, but yeah, I wanted to keep that in there because, yeah, I think it's kind of funny to have a receipt from, I think, Quebec or something. But, yeah, fantastic game. It tells the story of Frédéric Chopin and his deathbed and all that, kind of fictional story of what he goes through in his dream world, and it's very neat because all the chapters are named after his compositions, and every character is named after something music related, like there's a character named Polka and Beat and all that, and just very neat, very cool musical RPG without really being a musical. And just something I highly recommend more people check out, and it's really cool to revisit, especially on PS3 where, there's extra stuff in it.
What? Wait a minute. I thought I taught you all that. Did you forget already?
Well...
Not bad.
No problem.
And then the final PS3 game I got, which, this one a lot of people didn't seem to like. I'm quite enjoying it. Again, I'm not too far, but really cool, and it's White Knight Chronicles 2. Now, I will say this is probably Level 5's kind of weakest game out of all the ones they made and all that, but it's still really cool, and what's cool about this one is, if you can see here, might not be too much in focus, but it includes a remaster of the first White Knight Chronicles, and yes, it's on the disc, so again, very cool, and just kind of, action RPG. Again, not too far into it, so I can't say too much. I just sort of started, but kind of typical JRPG stuff of war starts, power hungry people want to come in, and you create a hero to kind of lead a bunch of knights into protecting kind of the land and all that. But pretty cool game, and something that I found for pretty cheap. Now on GameCube, so a few days ago I was streaming SpiderMan 3 and all that, and came across the first Spider-Man game, this time for GameCube, so Complete, and this one's often forgotten, because a lot of people remember Spider-Man 2 for being great, though. It's definitely outdated at this time. It's still fun, but there's definitely moments in the end. Spider-Man 3 is memorable for all the wrong reasons, but I love that game for all the wrong reasons. And so, wanted to get this. I used to have this game on PS2, not anymore, so came across this game for the GameCube, and it was pretty cheap, and, very solid. Like, you can't explore kind of the city like you would in other Spider-Man games. You can't go on the ground or anything, but, it was a very solid game, and something that is super cheap, and I recommend checking it out because it costs like $5 or so, even on the GameCube.
Circus in town. What looks like the freak wants to play.
I'm gonna tear you to pieces. They didn't know anything, but I'm just getting started.
And then another game, like, I didn't need to get this one, but this is on PS2, and I got it because, very cheap, especially because part of it is sun-faded, but it's Wild Arms 3, so, complete, but on the side here you can see how faded it is, but that's okay, and didn't really need to pick this up, I can play on PS4 if I wanted to, but I did want a physical of it, and yeah, really great game of kind of all like these 4 stories that connect together with each other, where you play as each one separately, and then kind of their stories all collide together, and yeah, just a very cool game, and very excited for kind of the spiritual successor of Wild Arms to come out in like 2025. So I'm going to stop recording because people upstairs are being very, very rude right now. Making, like, dropping some sort of ball or marble. Like, I have pretty bad neighbors, I have to say, so let me stop for a bit and then I'll record the rest. Okay, sorry about that. They stopped for now, so hopefully I can record the rest without them making much noise. But yeah, like, a lot of the people who live in this building don't have a lot of respect for anyone. Like, I love the area I live in, but man, do I have some really bad neighbors. But I never lived in an apartment with good neighbors anyways. But yeah, that's Wild Arms 3. So, moving on, we have PS5, so this actually, just because it'll make more sense, I'll actually talk about this PS4 game first. So, pre-ordered, very excited when, you know, finally this game came out, English and all that. Trials from Zero, Legend of Heroes Trails from Zero, there we go. But, yeah, you know, and it has a bit, like a little mini manual and all that, so pretty cool. You don't see that too often. And yeah, this game originally I think came out in like 2011, 2012 on the PSP, Japan only. Then they remade this. I have the Japan remake of this on PS4, where that came out in like 2015 or something. And then finally this year we got this game, and we're getting the second part next year, along with Trails from Reverie and I think one more game and all that, which, yeah, the localization, the slowness, just, man, that's painful to wait that long. But anyways, glad this is here, and yeah, fantastic. Really, phone? Really? One sec. Okay. Third time, hopefully, is the charm. Let's go as quick as possible. So now that I talked about the game, let's show the gameplay. So yeah, fantastic game. I wish this game, you know, Trails from Zero, did have English voice acting. It's just English kind of text now. You know, nothing else has changed that I can notice from kind of the Japanese version of this. But, you know, it's still really cool to have finally, and you know, really cool to see Crossbell in this kind of state and all that. You know, how it kind of transformed from 2D to 3D after, and, or, I should say that, you know what I mean, like kind of the top-down view too. Yeah, what we got with Trails from Cold Steel 3 and all that. And yeah, love this series, love how the characters connect and stories connect. So yeah, really cool game. And then, yeah, PS5, so the reason why I talked about that is when I pre-ordered and picked up Trails from Zero, I also got Soul Hackers 2, and the reason is this game was on sale very cheap, right away, right? So, like, well, I was going to wait a bit, but since it's already on sale, let me get it now, so, yeah, and this one, no manual, but it comes with, like, these little cards and all that, so at least it comes with something, and kind of what other people say, the game's fun, you know, very solid, but just wish it had a bigger budget, right? It definitely didn't have much of a budget or anything. It's kind of thrown together type of game and all that, which is too bad because considering, you know, Atlas kind of dropped the Shin Megami Tensei name from it and everything, I thought they were going to really build this up to be a new series, kind of like what they did with Persona, where eventually they dropped the Shin Megami Tensei name from Persona and made it like this big spin-off series, right? So yeah, still very solid game, you know, it's the end of the world type of thing, and you kind of go through, yeah, people's minds and all that to bring them back to the living. Yeah, just very cool stuff. Just wish there was a bit more to it, right? Again, not too far in it, but it's solid, just wanting more, you know?
Alright.
Let's stay cautious.
How was that?
No way. You use a demon's power to attack?
You can do it too, you know. Give it a try.
Okay. I'll just try to copy what you did. With this power.
How's this gonna make the call, Arrow?
Silent as snowfall. There it is.
I'm free!
Whoa, it's out.
Oh yeah! Sabbath time!
What? What's a Sabbath?
Then I also got the remaster of Ni no Kuni on PS4, so love this game. Now, there are some annoyances with it, with the biggest one being kind of later on with gathering quests and all that, because those can be bad, but yeah. Anyways, this game is fantastic. It's a story about a boy named Oliver who kind of goes into this other world to help people along with trying to save someone. I'm not going to say too much more than that for anyone who hasn't played this, but yeah, you can pick this up for very, very cheap and very cool Pokemon type style where you're collecting these familiars, you can evolve them and all that, and yeah, kind of this cool turn-based action game type of deal, you know, because you kind of just tell your creatures to attack, and then after a certain time you have to kind of tell them to attack again, all that. But yeah, really cool story, really great game. I also recommend Ni no Kuni 2, even though it's not as good as the first one. I still think more people should check out the second one, give that one more of a chance.
We can do this! Here goes!
Then I'm getting more into kind of the anime fighting games, so yeah, I got Guilty Gear, Revelator, yeah. So, you know, not much I played of this yet, want to finish other games, but yeah, very fun, you know, fighting game series, and I'm getting really into these kind of anime style ones, especially since Grand Blue Versus was a free game, I believe, like in August or September for PS4 and all that, and yeah, really enjoying that game, so wanted to get more games like it. So Arc System Works and all that, man, they do great fighting games.
All or nothing.
Not over yet.
Then the final game. I love Yokai Watch and all that, and I wish the games would come out over here, but of course with level 5 they probably won't, so you know, got the Japanese version of, oh man, believe there's like 2 names I've seen because PlayStation gave me a name, and then when I bought this off eBay it's under a different name, so I'll just say like the PlayStation one. I'll put every game I show, I put in the description down below if you're wondering, want to check it out and all that. So I'll put both names just for you to check out, but I believe PlayStation called this Yokai Watch Schooling Bustlin Life. And basically it's like the yokai are now people going to school and all that, and you have this kind of silly fun, you know, battle system of being everyone up, you know, kind of high action combat and all that, and yeah, very cute, very silly, and even though I can't understand what they're saying, one of these days I will learn to read Japanese at least, but yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with this game, and I love Yokai Watch.
そうだぞ、コマ。君が先に。てめえら置いてくの。唐揚げってやつだな。カツ揚げだよ。くっそ。やるかやるか。唐揚げ祭りだ。唐揚げジューシー。刈り上げ丸。だから唐揚げ関係ないってば。
Alright, so that's everything, you know, that I have for today, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed, you know, a lot of great pickups, very, very cheap, and like I said, probably won't do another one of these videos for a while. We'll see what Black Friday offers along with Boxing Day, but most likely probably January, February-ish is when the next one will be, and yeah, sorry for trying to talk so fast, but like I said, too many noises today, so try to get through this fast. Oh, excuse me. And try not to hiccup. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Oh man, this is such a disaster right now, but I'm going to work through this and just get to the end. So, thanks everyone. Take care. We're done. Go watch something else. I don't know what I did with my hands there. I'm going.